Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is your main man High Roller here with some more Angel Tittie Simulator 5000. I mean Sakura Angels. But yeah, we're going to continue this. We're going to load our game here. Oh wow, I actually did save it. Holy shit. Alright, jumping right back in. Somehow, I just about barely make it to class. How do you play? Oh yeah, okay. You have to click it. It was a photo finish through the door, right as the bell went. But I made it. Taking a moment to catch my breath, I dragged myself over to my desk, the teacher arriving almost seconds after I collapsed into the chair. Too close! None of the other students seemed too bothered by my late entrance. Though at this point, maybe this is what they expect of me anyway? I have been pretty late at times, even missing the bell entirely some days. Mostly due to sleeping in. At least this time I had an actual reason for cutting it so close. However, after what happened earlier, I think it's going to be impossible for me to focus on this lesson. I'm beginning to wonder if I'll ever get an explanation on whatever the heck that was that just happened. Yeah, sorry if I'm like slurring in my speech at all. It's like trying to read this shit and like focus and all that. Impossibly tall creatures, girls wielding magic weapons, with huge tits by the way, and they're angels. Yeah. No matter how I look at it, my brain refuses to accept it as reality. It goes against everything I know. I scrubbed through my hair, a faint headache still ringing at the back of my head. Being lucky enough to have a seat situated by the window, I let my gaze wander out, my eyes vacant as I stare into the clear blue sky. The teacher is doing his usual morning speech, no doubt talking about the upcoming events for our school, but his words are just a dull mumble in my ears, my mind miles away. Those girls knew me by name. And no matter how far I delve back through my memories, it's clear I've never seen them in my life. In my life. Fuck. At least I don't think I've seen them before. I think hard, maybe too hard, to point my eyes begin to strain. Nope, nothing. I can't recall a single thing that might shed light on this. God, my fucking goddamn nose itches. Perfect time, too, you know. I just start picking my nose on camera like this, you know. You like that? Defeated for now, I tune back into the classroom, whilst still keeping my sights set on the sky, the teacher's voice becoming clear once more.
Now, I know it's a bit sudden, but as of today, we have 2 transfer students that will be joining our class, okay?
Transfer students? At this time of the year? Oh my god, this is so fucking typical in like just about every anime involving like students and schools and shit. I've watched I don't know how many fucking anime that are just like this, like they have like similar plots. Maybe not the exact same story, but the plot is similar, you know. Like, you got the main character who's a dude, and then, you know, there's girls who protect his ass because he's incompetent and he's an idiot, and the girls have like huge pajongas, and, you know, they're cute and hot and whatever, and, you know, he's in school, and then he comes to school, and then, out of nowhere, boom! You know, transfer students out of nowhere, and then, yeah. Transfer students at this time of the year? It's a bit too late to be joining, don't you think? Even the teacher sounds confused as he announces them. And not just one, but 2? Why do I get the feeling there's something off about this? Uh-oh. Almost as if it's tied into what happened earlier. Oh, you think? No, it couldn't be.
I'd like you all to make them feel welcome as they transition in, okay? What did you say your names were?
Alright. I pulled upright in my seat, my head snapping towards the front of the classroom. That upbeat voice, is it really? Oh, for fuck's sake. No. Who dresses like that at a fucking school, man? Despite the uniforms, like. No. Sure enough, 2 girls I never thought I'd see again, are stood before me in my school, in my classroom no less, wearing the school's official uniform. What kind of fucking uniform is that? Oh god. The cheerful one, Sayaka, bows politely to the class, flashing me a grin as her eyes pass over me. What? What is this? The other girl is less courteous, her arms crossed and her brow furrowed. She doesn't look pleased to be here. At all. Her gaze passes over me too, but rather than a smile, she gives me a nasty glare. Is she blaming me for this? It sure feels like it. Okay, so Sayaka and Hikari. Yeah, okay. She's shy. Sayaka gives her a playful push and she stumbles to the center of the classroom, everyone's eyes upon her. She looks like she's at the loss for words, her mouth opening and closing as her face gradually goes red. I guess she doesn't cope well under the spotlight. Can you guys even hear anything with the fucking music blaring? Because they are talking right now. Well, at least those two, or... She trails off into a murmur before spinning on her heel and storming her way back to Sayaka, practically hiding behind her. Hikari simmers with silent rage, her hands balled up into tight fists, practically shaking. I'm sure if she wasn't in a classroom full of people, things might have gotten violent here. With their introductions over, the teacher motions for them to take their seats. Wait a second. I only just realized where the only spare seats were in the classroom. One of them is right behind me with a window view too, and the other is to my right. So that means they'll both be sitting beside me? Actually, this is pretty convenient. I can finally ask them just what the hell they think they're doing. Oh, sorry. Heck. You know. One of the descriptions for this game said it had nudity in it, but it doesn't fucking cuss. Oh, wait, no. I think it did in the last video. I don't fucking remember. Sayaka, with a spring in her step, waltzes towards the desk behind me. Hikari stomps her way over and takes the other desk. I lean out from my desk to try and catch their attention, but I'm cut short by the teacher, who resumes whatever it is he was talking about before. Damn it! I don't want to get in trouble for talking during class. I'll have to wait until the break. That's 2 lessons away, though. Which is practically an eternity! I swing back around to the front of my desk. I can't do anything right now, so I'll just pay attention to the teacher and... No! How can I pay attention to anything when 2 magical girls are sitting near me? I want answers now! Drumming my fingers against the desk as the teacher continues to drone on, I try to think of a way around this. It's better I don't speak during class, so... Of course, it's obvious! I dig into my school bag and pull out my notebook and pencil. I'll just pass them a note! Simple and silent. Silent but deadly. It's a bit of an immature means of communicating, I'll admit, but I'm desperate here. I scribble down my message. What are you guys doing here? I may as well get straight to the point. I tear the page out, almost ripping it in half in the process. Only one question is left. Who do I give this note to? Let's see. Hikari is the shy one. And she's evil. Or at least to the main character. Sayaka is really upbeat and outgoing, and I would imagine that instead of reading the note to herself, she would probably read it out loud. So, I'm gonna say Hikari. Right. It's easier to pass her the note without looking too suspicious, since she's to my side. Keeping my eyes forward, I casually lean out and slide the note onto her desk. I just narrowly avoid the teacher's ever-vigilant gaze as I do so, his eyes sweeping over the class like a searchlight. Phew! I'm hoping that this might actually work as I watch Hikari from the corner of my eye. She gives me a sidelong gaze, or glance, whoops, picking up the note with 2 fingers as if it were contaminated. She brings it up to face, scans over once, and then crumples it up with a sneer, tossing it back my way before oh, what a bitch. And look at her fucking face, too. Look at that, just that fucking smirk. What a cunt. Harsh. Well, that was a failure. And I feel like the teacher is keeping a closer eye on me than he did before, so I probably can't get away with passing another note to Sayaka instead. Fuck! Damn it. Feeling a little hurt from her crushing rejection, I slump forward, keeping my head propped up lazily with one hand. If she's gonna be like that, I suppose I should try and piece things together as best as I can until I get a chance to talk to them properly. Let's see. They said they were my guardian angels before, right? And that attack from before must have spooked them, to the point where they feel watching over me from afar just won't cut it anymore? That's as good a conclusion as I can come up with on my own, anyway. Since the Ice Queen over there refuses to even throw me a scrap of information. The first lesson of the day goes on at an agonizingly slow pace. Thought it was antagonizingly. I misread there. I can't focus on a thing, no matter how hard I try. After what seems like an eternity, the bell finally rings, announcing the end of the lesson. There's still another lesson to go on before break time, though, which makes it impossible to talk with the girls, especially since the next lesson is PE, where the boys and girls are separated. You know, when I was in gym class, well, that we didn't call it PE or anything, but just gym class, only got to take it 1 year, like when I was in high school, because I dropped out in 10th grade. But in 9th grade, you know, nothing was separated. Like, we had, like, our different, like, locker rooms and shit, but hell, I mostly just, like, stayed with my group of friends in the weight room and just lifted weights and stuff like that. I was the only one who really lifted any weights, though. But yeah, that's beside the point. Why is my life so complicated? After reluctantly getting changed for PE, I am soon in the schoolyard with the male half of our class. Much like the first lesson, I find it hard to pay attention to the PE teacher as he goes through our basic warm-up exercises. I follow the exercises just about with as much enthusiasm as a zombie. The rest of the lesson is sort of a blur, at least until some of the male students start to look towards the track field where the girls are. They're staring in amazement, some even rubbing at their eyes as if it couldn't be real. What's so amazing?
What are you guys all looking at?
Wait, is Kenta, is that the main character? I forget. Oh yeah, it is, I guess. Kenta. I muscle into the crowd that's formed so I can actually get a good look at the field. No way. The girls are running on the track, which isn't even an amazing thing in itself, but it's who's running on the track that makes it such an unreal sight. Oh my fucking god. Really? Alright then. Sayaka is blazing across the track, practically a blur, as she leaves the others into dust. She's literally running circles around them. She doesn't look tired or exhausted at all either. Save the beads of sweat creeping up. In fact, she has a big smile on her face, clearly enjoying it all. As if it wasn't obvious before, these girls are on a completely different level. I'm sure she's breaking several kinds of records right here. The other girls in the group helplessly trail behind her, their expressions ranging from sheer confusion to envy. Some of those girls are, well, I guess we're now the top of their class when it came to track too, but she's making them all look like snails in comparison. I can't imagine how they must feel being shown up by someone who hasn't even been here a day. I can hardly keep my eyes on her. She seems to just get a little faster with each loop she makes around the track. It won't be long now before she becomes just one big blur encircling the place. Is she even human? Of course not, she's a... No. Just no. I'm seriously beginning to doubt it here, with this superhuman display. I think even the top athletes in this country couldn't compare to her. While Sayaka is hogging the spotlight here, there's someone missing in all of this. Her far grumpier counterpart, Hikari. Hikari? Really? I just said Hikari? Hikari. Fuck. If anything, shouldn't she be neck and neck with Sayaka? I scan the ones trailing behind, but can't find her either. Just where? Oh, behind even the other girls being left in Sayaka's dust, I see one dragging their feet, a sour expression on their face. She's just walking, her arms folded like usual. I wonder if her arms are glued like that. She isn't even trying. She must really have not wanted to enroll here. It must have been Sayaka's idea entirely.
What are you all staring at? Come on, let's get back to it, okay?
Apparently, all forgetting we had our own lessons at hand, the teacher calls us back to reality, forcing us all to reluctantly stop gawking at the girls. The rest of the PE lesson goes by without anything much of a note happening, and then finally the lunch break arrives. Finally! I spot the magic girls in the classroom, casually chatting away with some of the other students. Oh wait, I didn't think they'd be able to make friends already, fuck. Though after Sayaka's little display earlier, she's probably the talk of the class. Oh lord. Hi there. She gives me a wave and a cheery smile, but I can hardly say I do the same. Okay, yeah, hi. Look, can we talk? No, not here. I mean, can we talk somewhere private? Crap. That might have came out weird. I'm getting weird looks from everyone in the class, a few of them breaking into whispers and giggles. Even Sayaka is feigning surprise, despite full well knowing what I mean. Come on, stop messing around. I've been dying to talk to you, both of you, since this morning. Oh god. I made it worse, didn't I? I've somehow turned this into looking like one of the most awkward confessions ever. She giggles, going along with the continued painful stares from the class. Well, if she's going to be like this, I have no choice. This is going to make me look even worse in front of the class, but I need answers. I take a deep breath to steel myself. And then... I grab her by the wrist, pulling her along towards the classroom door, whether she likes it or not. Given what I witnessed before, I'm sure she could have had me flat on the floor if she was truly opposed to this. I think she's just messing around at this point, though. And you too, come with me. With my free hand, I take hold of Hikari's... Oh my god, I almost said Hikari again. Oh shit. Hikari's wrist, no doubt cementing myself as some sort of deviant within my class. Thankfully, they both follow along without too much resistance. Ignoring the brunt of Hikari's verbal abuse, I continue on to the doorway. I just have to find somewhere quiet where no one will hear us discuss the magic and monster business. The question is... Oh, for fuck's sake. Is this another one? In all of my haste to escape the classroom with both girls in tow, I crash into someone who is already making their way through the door. They stumble backwards, looking slightly dazed. Shit. Thankfully, they don't look hurt. Are you okay? Sorry about that. I offer her an apologetic smile. Who is she again? She must be from my class. I can't recall her name at all, though.
Hickey.
Did she just say Hickey? Well, this is turning very, sensual fast. She speaks in a cold tone, her equally cold eyes locked onto my own in an intense stare that completely betrays her words. Yikes. I guess she has a reason to be annoyed given my clumsiness. But this is a look of pure hate. Okay then. Confirming she's okay, I continue on with Hikari and Sayaka. They're protesting, mostly from Hikari's side, increasing in volume. I can't even begin to imagine what this must look like for people passing by. I'm sure even as I head for the stairs, that girl is still staring at me. Did I do something to annoy her? I mean, besides the clumsiness from today, of course. I can't worry about her for now. I have bigger problems to worry about. Namely, 2 big problems, one in each hand of mine. Emerging onto the roof, I'm thankful to see it's devoid of life. Safely walled by tall mesh fences, the roof is technically a spot students can spend their break at, but it really isn't that popular. Hell, when I was in school, if we were allowed to do that shit, I'd be on the roof, fuck yeah. I was kind of isolationist anyway, fuck people. But it isn't really that popular. Works for me! Okay, now can you guys explain this whole mess? I release both of their wrists simultaneously. Sayaka bounces happily, completely unbothered, while Hikari, on the other hand, rubs at her wrist as if I had assaulted her. Okay, when a public place will slice you into... Oh shit! Oh my god. What the heck are they even... I shake my head. This isn't a confession! You know full well what this is about. I can feel my face burning up. It really is exhausting dealing with them. Sayaka gives me a teasing smile before bursting into a giggle. Apparently this is the funniest thing in the world to her. Thank you! I let out a sigh, my shoulders drooping. Finally! Finally! Let's see. What should I ask? I mean, every single one of them are probably good questions, except this one at the bottom. I think it's kind of irrelevant at the moment. I think these 2 right here are the only 2 that are really relevant. So... I think I'll ask who exactly they are. Like, I got their names, there's Sayaka and there's Hikari. But... fuck it, let's just do this one. Okay, this should be an obvious one to ask. I asked it before, but only got the vague answer of them being my supposed guardian angels. I'm hoping she feels more generous right now, though. Oh my fucking Christ. I might actually rip my hair out here. I open my mouth to once more say that she knows damn well that's not what I mean, but it seems she's way ahead of me. Hey, it's not my fault. I think. Oh shit. The realization of what she said slowly dawns on her. It was quite fun to watch her usually grumpy face gradually go red before she stops in a fluster. Smooth. Sayaka giggles and gives her a playful punch on the shoulder. Guy responds in kind by giving her a wallop to the shoulder with nothing playful about it. Are these 2 even partners? Anyway, I try my best to keep things on track, Though I'm sure it won't be long before it dissolves into violence again.
教えられることは全部言っちゃったし、私たちはこの辺りの人間じゃなくて。
Do you belong to some sort of group? Wait, are there more of you with these weird powers?
また言い過ぎちゃった。
What an idiot. She rubs at the back of her head with a grin that pretty much says, whoops. I probably won't be able to get any more out of her on this subject. For a day, at least. Maybe if I catch her off guard another day, she might let more slip.
それで他に聞きたいことはあるかな。
Is that a hint at something? Let more slip. As in... that. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright, I got it quick saved here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and if you enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment because I love reading your guys' feedback, and please subscribe if you haven't already because every little bit helps, and it's just a click away. And until the next video, please stay tuned, and peace out, you guys.